Hi guys, we're back for the last section in solving exponential and logarithmic equations. Now we're going to be using the properties. So I want to point out a couple things before we go on. So here's one. Notice it is not equal to 0. So even if I added the logarithm to the other side, I wouldn't have one log equaling another. I'd still have a 1 there. So I can't really do anything with that. But what I can do is I know that if I have two logarithms with a minus sign in between them, remember yesterday when we were doing the condensing and expanding logarithms, if I have two logarithms with the same base separated by a minus sign, that means division, right? So I can rewrite this as log base 9 of x minus 2 divided by x minus 1 equaling 1. So now I got it down to one logarithm. So now I'm going to do what we were doing before. If I can't solve it as a log, I want to switch it to an exponential. So that means I have 9 to the first power equals x minus 2 over x minus 1. So I have a fraction equaling a fraction, believe it or not, because how can 9 to the first power, let's start there first. 9 to the first power is 9. So I can write that as 9 over 1. And that equals x minus 2 over x minus 1. So now we have a fraction equaling a fraction. So how do I solve that? Does anyone remember? Right, I cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply this times that and this times that. So I get 9 times x minus 1 equals 1 times x minus 2. Okay, so let's see, where do we want to go do this at? I think I'm going to run out of room. Let's come up here. So I'm going to go up here from here. And I get 9x minus 9, right? If I distribute that through, equals x minus 2. So now I want to get all the x's on one side and all the variables on the other side. So I'm going to subtract x, and I'm going to add 9. Okay, so what does that give me? Well, 9x minus 1x is 8x. And negative 2 plus 9 is 7. So then I divide by 8, and I get x equals 7 over 8. Okay, a little longer because I had to do an extra step, and then I have to cross multiply, so it's a little longer. But it's all math that you guys have done before. So now we're going to move on to the next problem. We're going to do the same thing, except maybe a different property. We don't know. We'll just have to look at the problem and see what it says. Well, this one says plus. So what does plus mean? Who can remember what plus is? Plus is times, that's right. So now this becomes log base 9 of 7 times x equals 1. So if I change it to an exponential, I get 9 to the first power equals 7x. Oh, this one's fairly easy. I have a feeling this one's pretty easy. You guys are going to like this one. 9 to the first power is just 9, so I'm going to divide by 7, and I get x equals 9 over 7. Okay, not too bad. All right, so let's go to this one. Let's see what we get here. So I've got a minus sign, so that means division again. So I've got log of 9. The first one goes on top, the second one goes on bottom. 5 minus 5x equals 1. So now I'm going to switch it to an exponential. This has no base given, so what's my base? 10, that is correct. So 10 to the first power equals 9 over 5. Oh, I don't like how I wrote that, so let me change that. Equals 9 over 5 minus 5x. Okay, so let's write them both as fractions. So I've got 10 over 1 equals 9 over 5 minus 5x. Cross multiply here. This times this, and this times this. And I get 10 times 5 minus 5x equals 9 times 1. Let's go ahead and write that. So I'm going to move up here again. So 10 times 5 is 50, and 10 times negative 5 is negative 50x equals 9. Subtract 50, and I get negative 50x equals negative 41. Is that correct? Yeah, we're doing good. Then I'm going to divide by negative 50. And x is going to equal 41. Sorry. Let me try that again. 41 divided by 50. And there's our answer. Okay, not the prettiest, but not too bad. Okay, one more problem, and we will be done for the day. Okay, well, I'll be done for the day. You guys have some problems to work on. So again, what does a minus mean? It means divide. Great, good job. So I've got natural log of 8 over x equals 4. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so then if I can't write it as a exponent, if I can't solve it as logarithm, I'm going to write it as an exponent, but I need to know what base it is. So natural log I can rewrite as log base e of 8 over x equals 4. So I get e to the 4th equals 8 over x. So let's write them both as an exponent. So e to the 4th over 1 equals 8 over x. So let's see. This times this and this times that. So I'm going to go up here. So I get e to the 4th x equals 8. Divide by e to the 4th. So x is going to equal 8 over e to the 4th, or approximately equal to, yes, you also have an e button in your calculator, approximately equal to 0.1465. Although either one of these is an appropriate answer, I'm good with either one of them. There you go. That's it. So go ahead and finish your, oh my Lanta, I can't even think. Finish your problems in Nearpod, and then there will be a Delta Math that will go along with this lesson. So we will see you next week. This completes the lesson for this week. I just want to restate really quick that you do have a checkpoint going on for the last lesson, part of the lessons last week, and the lessons last week and 9.4 through 9.4. So there will be a checkpoint through 9.4. I know this is 9.5. This will be on our next one. The checkpoints are in Canvas. The directions will be in there. It's under the quizzes tab on your menu bar in Canvas. It will be available at the end of the week, like Thursday through Sunday for you procrastinators. I will give it to you till Sunday to do it. So you'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do it. And that is, there will be about 5 questions. So 20 points for you guys. That's how it's going to work. We'll see how it goes. If you have any questions, there's discussions, or you can send me a message in Canvas. Good luck. Talk to all your friends. Make sure they're doing their work. And I think, even though I don't remember if I said this or not, I'm going to probably try and do at least 1 hour of a live, yes, I did say this to you guys, a live session, so you guys can come for about an hour and ask questions, and we can talk and make sure everyone's doing okay. But really, it's for you guys to ask questions and me to clarify things that you're having difficulties with, that you're not asking questions already on. Have a great night, and or day, week, and I will talk to you guys virtually soon. Bye.